Thank you very much. And it's very difficult to follow my brother Boris, who's an actor and a well-known driver of change across the continent. But it's a pleasure to be here to share this podium. Really, it's an honor, and we are very grateful to be part of the APN network initiative, the Global Africa Forum here on the sides of the UN GA. Really to say that we are a development bank based in Nairobi, and we focus on urban development and affordable housing across the continent. And we are really looking at the opportunity for transformation, right, for our continent to play its role in the global financial architecture. So as a development bank, this is where we come in. As you all know, housing and urban infrastructure are critical to Africa's development agenda, playing a pivotal role in improving living standards, driving economic growth, and fostering social inclusion, with Africa's urban population projected to exceed 50% by 2050. The continent faces an escalating housing crisis, which is really a ticking bomb on all of us, currently experiencing a deficit of over 53 million housing needed across the continent. And this gap alone requires more than $1.3 trillion, right? So we're talking about more than $1,000 billion, right? So that's $1.3 trillion. And we need to mobilize those resources. And this is where we come in as Shelter Afrique Development Bank and our other sister DFIs across the continent. We have set up an alliance of African multilateral financial institutions, AMFI, which is composed of 7 of our institutions, including Afrexim Bank, TDB, and others across the continent. So addressing this challenge requires increased investment in affordable housing to accommodate rapid urbanization and population growth. PPPs and innovative financing mechanisms such as blended finance and green bonds can unlock global and African investments needed to close the infrastructure gap. By mobilizing private capital and expertise, governments and institutions can fast-track large-scale, sustainable housing developments and urban development investments. Moreover, aligning housing projects with sustainable policies and practices and local capacity building efforts ensures long-term social, economic, and environmental benefits. Fostering partnerships that advance Africa's housing and urban infrastructure would be key. And this is where Shelter Afrique Development Banks is committed to mobilizing the resources to achieve this goal. So what is more, we have the mandate to do so. First, through our mission and vision over 40 years of existence, and also recently reaffirmed by the African Union 2 weeks ago at the inaugural African Union Urban Forum, where we are entrusted as the leading anchor resource mobilization DFI to drive the effort of resource mobilization for the continent for urban and housing infrastructure. So this is just to say that the amount of work and the task is really enormous, and we all need to work together across the board to make sure that this is achieved. I see some of our partners, institutions in the room. I see Badea in the room. We work very closely with Badea. Sister Fatima is here, and many other institutions. And the whole idea for us is to come together in a partnership to make sure that we can move the needle, because the needs are huge, right? I mean, we've been talking about $150 billion infrastructure investment needed every year in Africa, right? So this is a major challenge on all of us. So this is why we're here, and we're looking forward to partner with everybody to move this forward. So we appreciate what APN is doing to bring us together, and we're looking forward to be in Accra in January as well. Thank you so much.